started playing guitar in the 3rd grade when we were in Gießen, Germany. My father was stationed in Gießen, Germany as kids, and a friend of mine had a guitar. And from there, when we moved home, I begged my mother to buy me a guitar. You know how parents are; they don't want to spend a lot of money on their children if they're just going to lose interest in things, right? And so my father brought me home a guitar that was made out of 1/4-inch plywood, just a box with a hole in a 2x4 neck with a nail at each end and a regular piece of steel wire stretched. And I plunked on that for a long time, and then talked my mother into buying me a guitar for Christmas. And she bought me, my first guitar was a Sears Silvertone guitar, an acoustic guitar. And then from there I started writing songs about the same time, just making up songs with, you know, whatever lyric. I think I still remember one that I wrote in the 4th grade about my 4th grade teacher. It was a sad song because I was kind of her pet. And then I saw her in the playground one day with a soldier, a GI, and it kind of was disheartening. But when did I become? I never really thought about it at that time in professional terms. It was just, it's always been something to entertain myself and to entertain others. It wasn't until I started playing in bands that I had aspirations of becoming a rock star, you know, because of fans of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and all the rock bands and folk bands coming up. But to answer your question, I guess I was probably about 30 years old when I really started to pursue it as a songwriter, trying to get something done, learn about the actual business of music.
Just fooling around, is that all right? But he said it would be easy. Take away my walking shoes. Honey, I found I can't settle down. At the end of my road, there's another town. People want to hear a man who sings the blues. Nobody said that it would be easy to stay at home all alone. But honey, I found I can't settle down. At the end of my road, there's another town. And I got to keep it moving, I got to keep it rolling on. Some say I'm a fool, crazy fanatic, dreamer, drifter, and more. I guess that is true, 'cause I get ecstatic on a new pair of boots in the way out the door. Nobody said that it would be easy, and sometimes you'll get confused. But honey, up bound, I can't settle down. At the end of my road, there's another town. The people want to hear a man who sings the blues. Some say I'm a fool, a crazy fanatic, a dreamer, drifter, and more. I guess that's true, 'cause I get ecstatic on a new pair of boots in the door. Nobody said it would be easy, and sometimes you'll get confused. But honey, I found I can't settle down. At the end of my road, there's another town where people want to hear a man who sings the blues. Yeah, honey, Honey, I found I can't say it. And my road is another town where the people want to hear a man sing.
Moving on is just like getting on with your life. You know, it's, hey, this is over and tomorrow's another day.
Mama, a drug to me. I ain't got you around my eyes, begin to see. But you can't hold me, 'cause I'm a moving on. Dollar, I had me feel. Easy come, easy go, if I hold in my shoe. But you can't hold me, so I'm a moving on. I'm moving on down the line. Your love is just a waste of my time. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll just be fine. Drink it, smoke it, I love it when I'm lit. And unlike a Willie in the heck, I can't find no reasons to quit. You can't stone me, I'm a moving on. I'm moving on down the line. Your love is just a waste of my time. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll just be fine.
Yeah, songwriting is like painting a picture. You know, you have your canvas is your paper, and your colors are your words, and your hands are your music, and you just, you know, flip and flop and split and splat, and before you know, you're Michelangelo.
Sometimes I wonder where you're coming from. You rolling like thunder, just to turn around. It's a good thing I don't need you to stay. You smell like moonlight and early morning rain. Pray tell a fool my surrender to your pain. I'll find a cure for your decay. You're at your best with an ache in your chest and that worn out song that you play. Only Jesus and you long to tease us. Should no one be left to betray? I don't know the reason, but I know who to blame. You can choose a dancer, or you can choose a flame. I think you'll find they're one and the same, but it doesn't have to be. So wait. You're at your best with an ache in your chest and that worn out old song. And only Jesus and you, only Jesus, should no one be left to betray. I don't know the answer, but I know who to blame. You can choose a dancer, or you can choose a flame. I think you'll find they're one and the same, but it It doesn't have to be this way. Think you'll find they're one and the same, but it doesn't have to be this way. That's a heavyweight song. It really is, guys. If anybody can explain that song to me, I would really like to understand what it means.
The idea for me is to just write a great song, what I think is a great song. And if by some strange coincidence someone else takes it and turns it into a hit, well, that's great, but that's really not the point of writing the song.
I came from Alabama, my banjo, and I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. But it rained all night today, the weather, it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. And oh, Susanna, oh, don't you. Cause I'm from Louisiana, my true love for to see. I got a long way to go. I sure feel it now deep down in these dusty clothes. Through another town backed up with capricious souls. I got a long way to go. I got a lot left to say to the empty seat that stood beside me through the fray, and to the midnight moon saw it fit to light my way. I got a lot left to say, but where do I go from here when I'm lost out on the road and the way's not clear? To find my way back home, I need to hear the only voice that leads me on, so I can find my way back to you. Well, I had a dream the other night when everything was still. I thought I saw Suzanne coming down the hill. A buckwheat cake was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. Says I'm coming from the south. Susanna, don't you cry. But where I go from here when I'm lost out on the road and the way is not clear? To find my way back home, I need to hear the only voice that leads me on, so I can find my way back to you. I soon will be in New Orleans, and then I'll look around, and when I find Suzanne, I'll fall down on the ground. And if I do not find her, then I shall surely die. And when I'm dead and buried, You know, you can like whistle and holler. And, no.
A great song is a song that interests me in a way that it doesn't give everything away. It's not current. It's something that you have to think about. When you hear the lyric, you have to look behind the words to figure it out. And therefore, perhaps other people who enjoy doing that take away from the song something different that they can relate to.
If you've noticed, though, most of the songs that I write are about love. It's a universal theme. Works in every song, all the time. Sarah wandered aimlessly around Canterbury, summer after 1989, with worn out dreams and tie-dye dreams, taking beauty to extremes. She was always on my mind. Girl, I'd like to get to know you. There's so many things I'd show you if you could just give me the time. Just like you, I've sang the blues, and just like you, I've had deja vus. And Sarah, would you treat me wrong if you could treat me right? The question still remains the same, only lies and faces change. And I've heard a million in my life. Friends may come and friends may go, but enemies will sure show, with words that cut you like a knife. Girl, I'd like to get to know you. There's so many things I'd show if you would just give me the time. Just like you, I've sang the blues, and just like you, I've had deja vus. Sir, would you treat me wrong if you could treat me right? Apologies, I can't show love, so I only tease. And after all these years, you'd think I could forget. Damn, I just can't compromise when I look into a woman's eyes, for there I found no sanctuary. Yeah. Girl, I'd like to get to know you. There's so many things I'd say if you would just give me the time. Just like you, I've sang the blues, and just like you, I've had deja vus. Sarah, would you treat me wrong if you could treat me right? Just like you, I've sang the blues, and just like you, I've had deja vus. Sarah, would you treat me wrong if you could treat me right? Thank you, folks.
You know, any art form, you know, those who create something from nothing, you know, are inspired by different things, and there's no formulas to it. You know, there are, but I don't really follow a strict formula for writing songs.
There's a lady I know who loves me around. She always holds me close when the sun goes down. There's a lady I know who loves me around. I always feel it the most as I'm leaving town. There's a lady I know who loves me around. She always holds me up if I'm moving too fast. There's a lady I know who loves me around. Even though sometimes I'm a pain in the ass. And she moves me like a movie I've never seen before. I must be half crazy to ever walk out her door. There's a lady I know who loves me around. I always feel it the most as I'm leaving town. I'm sorry, so sorry if I ever caused you pain. I got a sickness, I'm addicted to the smell of asphalt and rain. There's a lady I know who loves me around. Always feel it the most as I'm leaving town. God knows I feel it the most as I'm leaving town. A sweet song. Sweet song. I get that song called.
I moved to New England in 1985, and everyone has baggage, and I thought, you know, why is it that I think and feel about things the way that I do, and because of all the issues, along with a little depression, I started seeing a psychotherapist. We eventually became romantically involved, but before that, she told me basically that the reason that I could ever get anything happening is, as far as relationships go, is because that I haven't run onto anyone as crazy as myself yet. So therein lieth the song.
I'm used to being alone, except for 6-month plans for diamond rings and phone bills that outweigh the phone. This is a life that I chose. I got no complaints. If she isn't, she ain't, and if she is, I guess I'll send her a rose. Just don't ask me for the truth if you choose to lie. Don't try to open my door with a skeleton key. My analyst seems to think I only got one problem. I can't find nobody as crazy as me. I still love rock and roll. I love to ride along, sing a song, and listen to the radio. And you can ride along. And if you change your mind, well, that's just fine, but there's something that you got to know. Just don't ask me for the truth if you choose to lie, honey. Don't try to open my door with a skeleton key. My handler seems to think I only got one problem. I can't find nobody as crazy as me. Don't ask me for the truth if you choose to lie, honey. Don't try to open my door with a skeleton key. My handler seems to think I only got one problem. I can't find nobody as crazy. I can't find nobody insane to me. I can't find nobody as crazy as me. Crazy. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
But Forget About It was kind of different because it just came from not having the feeling of a broken heart. Rather than that, and being all upset and writing about that, you just, forget about it.
Forget about it. I'm admitting I was wrong, so I just take my old guitar and walk out the door. Forget about it. I spit and I'll be gone. If you'll have memories you'll find hard to ignore. 'Cause after all, I'll see you sometime, baby, when I can't recall how you drove me crazy. Forget about it. When forever's over, I won't remember how much I loved you anymore. Forget about it. Get me out of your head now that you're free and easy out there on the town. Forget about it. When you're lying in bed just wishing I was there to lay your sweet body down. 'Cause after all, I'll see you sometime, baby, when I can't recall how you drove me crazy. Forget about those starlit nights, laying by the fireside, holding tight. I can't remember when I felt so right, so just forget about it. Forget about it. If you see me on the street, don't wave, don't wink, don't try to tease me with your smile. Forget about it. If we chance to meet somewhere, don't think it's 'cause I'm trying to reconcile. 'Cause after all, I see you sometime, maybe when I can't let go. I'll drove you crazy. Forget about those starlit nights, laying by the fireside, holding tight. I can't remember when it felt so right, so just forget about it. Forget about it. Thank you. Don't waste my time, 'cause I ain't got none. And don't tell me lies, I already know some. And don't fall in love if it's changes you're thinking of. 'Cause you can't change me, you can't change me now. Say what you came to say, and I will listen. And girl, if you go away, I'll be missing. But don't tell me lies if you got changes on your mind. 'Cause you can't change me, you can't change me now. I do understand. I hate to just fall. Take me as I am, or don't take me at all. Go where you got to go, you know I would. And do what you got to do, I'd do it if I could. But don't fall in love, you got changes you're thinking of. 'Cause you can't change me, you can't change me now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just sing along if you want, if you remember. It's been a long time, Mama, since you shed a lonesome tear. Now you're in a wonderama. I wonder what you're doing here. The flame no longer flickers. You're feeling just like a fool. You keep staring into your liquor, wondering what to do. I don't hardly know you, but I'll be willing to show you I know where to make make you smile. Let me touch you for a while. You're gonna ruin that black mascara. You're drinking whiskey when it should be wine. You keep looking into that mirror. To me, you're looking really fine. I don't really know you, but I'd be willing to show you. I know a way to make you laugh at that cowboy as he's walking out your door. I know a way to make you smile. Just let me whisper things you've never heard before. Just let me touch you, baby. Just let me touch you for me. It's been a long time, mama, since you shed some tears. And now you're in a wonderland. I wonder what you're doing here. I don't only know you, but I'd be willing to show you. I know a way to make you smile. Let me touch you for a while. Let me touch you for a while. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I was opening up for Allison at Wolf Trap up in Vienna, Virginia. And a friend of mine who lived in DC came by to see the show and handed me a tape out back where a bus was, and that song was on it. And I was playing the tape, and she heard it and said, "Why, what's that?" And that's how she got a hold of it. Only the way it was written was in first person. I'm the lucky one, so I've been told, as free as the wind blowing down the road. And she turned it around to second person, "You're the lucky one." That's probably why it won a Grammy, because she changed it.
I'll hum the accompaniment part. Recognize it, dude? I'm a lucky one, so I've been told. Feels the wind blowing down the road. Loved by many, hated by none. You'd say I was lucky if you know what I've done. Not a care in the world, not a worry inside. Everything gonna be alright, 'cause I'm a lucky one. Yeah, I'm a lucky one. I'm a lucky one, always having fun. A jack of all trades, a master of none. I look at the world with a smiling eye and laugh as the devil as this train rolls by. Give me a song and a one-night stand. You'll be looking at a happy man, 'cause I'm a lucky one. Yeah, I'm a lucky one. You see, I'm blessed, I guess I've never known which road I'm choosing. To me, the next best thing, playing and winning, is playing and losing. Well, I'm a lucky one, I know that now. Don't ask me why, when, or where, or how. No matter where I'm at, it's where I'll be. And you can bet my love will follow me. So give me a song and a one-night stand. You'll be looking at a happy man, 'cause I'm a happy man. Yeah, I'm I'm the lucky one. You see, I'm blessed, I guess. I never know which road I'm choosing. To me, the next best thing to playing and winning is playing and losing. I'm a lucky one, I know that now. Don't ask me why, when, where, how. No matter where I'm at, that's where I'll be. You can bet my luck will follow me. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, kiss me, baby, it'll rub off on you. 'Cause I'm a lucky one, yeah, I'm a lucky one. Oh, I'm a lucky one, yeah, I'm a lucky one. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Well, that was a song that I wrote for my wife, Melanie, when we first started courting. It was a way to woo her, and just to tell her that, you know, she was the inspiration, actually, for that song. And Allison, when she recorded Alan's last record, picked that song to, and 3 others to be on that album to take to Joe Galante and make the whole thing happen, and they nominated it for a Grammy.
Like red on the road, when your lips first smiled at me, I was captured instantly. To each his own. Like blue in the sky, the gaze of your willing eye touched something deep inside. And the truth be known, where I belong. Like red on a rose. make my blood flow. Like red on a rose. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's an honor to win a Grammy. It's a real honor to be nominated. And it's rare. You know, they don't give a whole lot of those things out.
This might be a little bit too out. With me everywhere I go, waiting in the corner for my share, thinking she's afraid to be who she is to me, but I don't know. And honey, if the choice is mine, I like the other side of the pillow. Happiness is yours to find. I got mine, so off you go. A little kicker can't break my heart. She's a quick little scary thing. Over and over, she tears my world apart. A little cricket can't break my heart. Hammer needs a broken shoe. Water needs a ladle like a lion needs true. The ending is a clever part. The little cricket can't break my heart. The little cricket can't break my heart. She's a quick little scary thing. Over and over, she tears my world apart. A little cricket can't break my heart. A little cricket can't break my heart. Ooh, I love to hear her sing. Over and over, she tears my world apart. A little cricket can't break my heart. Little cricket can't break my heart. Thank you.
Songwriting is a God-given talent, and unless you, that's His gift to you, and unless you put it to use, you'll never be able to give Him anything back. That's for sure. I mean,
I used to run in a young man's boots with a young man's heart and a young man's boots. Now I stand where a young man stood before. used to. This old man don't run no more. You used to talk and I used to not. I don't listen but I hear a lot. Don't believe for a second that my key won't fit your door. I don't want you like I used to. So man, won't you move? And hey, Idaho, I used to go where the devil wouldn't go, where the river runs still and the water don't flow. Heaven couldn't stop me then. Hey, hi, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Life goes by like the firefly, and the devil sits with a grin. Used to sing with a young man's voice, a young man's heart, and a young man's choice. I hope my song is what you're longing for. I don't sing like I used to. Sometimes less is more. And hey, Idaho, I used to go where the devil wouldn't go, where the river runs still and the water don't flow. Stop me then. Hey, hi, good Lord, willing, and the creek don't rise, and life goes by like the fireflies when the devil sits with a grin. This crazy life is all we got, like a shoestring tied in a beggar's knife. And in the end, that's what the story shows. I don't love you like I used to. This old man loves you more. I don't love you like I used to. This old man loves you more. Thank you, Barry.
I mean, there's only a couple of bands I was really a big fan of, but I'm more a fan of songs. I'm more a fan of records, individual records. Like some bands that I don't particularly enjoy listening to the whole album. There might be a song on it that I really like, and for some reason. So as far as being a fan of any particular group, that kind of puts it as kind of a different realm versus looking at material.
Like E flat. I heard that a long, long time ago as a kid. I always kind of like that. It's a honey, be a little bit funny. But I've been doing just a little bit of drinking tonight. Cavassier, yeah, that's cognac, which is actually brandy, right? Made from wine. Yeah, are you guys gonna hang out after a while, maybe? Huh? Seriously, I think we got. I got it. Can we quit now? That way we can go hang out, right? Just a little bit of drinking tonight. Honey, be a little bit funny. Feel like making love and don't wanna fight. Honey, be a little bit funny. 'Cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking tonight. And honey, you don't want to talk to me, 'cause I can't hardly talk when I can't hardly see. I've been doing just a little bit of drinking. Crazy, 'cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking tonight. Baby, I'm a little bit crazy. I think you'd like to give you a kiss, I just might. Baby, I'm a little bit crazy, 'cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking tonight. Maybe you don't want to talk to me, I can't hardly talk when I can't hardly see, 'cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking Sugar, sure looking good, girl, 'cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking. Sugar, sure looking good, girl. I forgot the lyric. Sugar, sure looking good, 'cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking. You don't want to talk to me, 'cause I can't hardly talk when I can't hardly see. 'Cause I've been doing just a little bit of drinking. Been doing just a little bit of drinking. I've been doing, I'd like to be doing just a little bit of drinking tonight.
Yeah, Restless is a song of heartbreak, and was written one night in jail. a young lady that I was engaged to decided that she didn't want to be engaged anymore, and I tried to drown my sorrow with by consuming huge quantities of alcohol when I wore a younger man's shoes and wound up in jail because of it. And I just wrote those lyrics down, scribbled them at first, just different ideas. And when I got out, that's where the song came from.
Honey, I know that you've been alone, son. Why don't you phone, son? 'Cause I love you. And honey, I know that I've been away, son. I've had to pay, son, and you have too. One thing I know, that when they turn out the lights, I get visions of you, girl. Dancing tonight, and I've been put down, pushed around, apprehended and led downtown. Can't help it if I'm out of sight, but I'm restless tonight. I just can't stand being alone. I'm gonna have to change that someday. There's a restless feeling in my bones, and I know that at times it just won't go away. So if it's all the same, honey, I can't take the blame. Baby, I can't play your games, honey. What's true is true. If in the end the temptation wears you thin, honey, I'll just pretend and I'll leave it up to you. But one thing I know is when I turn out the light, I get visions of you, dear. Dancing tonight, and I've been put down, pushed around, apprehended and led downtown. Can't help it if I'm full of fight. Restless tonight, restless tonight. Thanks, folks. Thank you very much.